All right, you guys, gather around the campfire for this cautionary tale from ABC News about the gaming industry. So, guys, we're going to jump into this article. It's actually pretty crazy, if I do say so myself, and interesting. Don't forget to mash that like button, comment down below your thoughts on this subject, because we're going to be talking about spending money in video games, microtransactions for that matter. And don't forget to subscribe. So let's get into this article, guys. This is like a stereotypical like ABC News article. Parents share warning after son spends $4,000 playing video games. I'm a grown ass man and I've spent over $4,000 in video games. Sometimes it's confusing as to what is real money and what is fake money. Which I will admit, it if you're younger or if you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to video games and microtransactions, it can be very confusing when it comes to in-game currencies and currencies that are not in-game. Parents Michael and Jennifer Ferry are speaking out and sharing a warning for other parents after their 8-year-old son unintentionally racked up $4,000 in charges on their credit card while playing video games. It has to be Fortnite. Anyways, I mean, I've lost my mind, Jennifer said, telling GMA after finding out about an unexpected charge her son Joey made. Joey, you're a little shit. After months with the fairs were finally able to get a full refund, but said their experience is a precautionary tale. Truth be told, I am genuinely surprised that they got a penny back because most of the time, like yeah, it could technically, I guess it would fall under an unlawful charge because they didn't actually like put their stamp of approval on it. It was their kid. But that parents, that's why most consoles and most things have a parental lock that you have to type in the password. Just make sure you don't give those little shits the password. I think sometimes it's confusing as to what's real money and what's fake money, says Michael. According to a July 2023 report by Entertainment Software Association, which represents the video game industry, more than 200 million Americans, about 3 out of every 4 children under 18 play video games regularly, which to me that seems about right. 3 out of every 4 kids are playing video games. An estimated 57 billion are spent on video games every year. 57 billion dollars. I don't get why there's layoffs. Like, nah, I'm seeing figures like that. According to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the government agency responsible for safeguarding Americans' finances. Well, they didn't do a good job right here. Now, the is warning in a new report that Americans may have the same protections online and may not have the same protections online and in virtual world as they do in real world, which does not surprise me. I know for a fact, um, years ago, my credit card actually got swiped off of. I think it was off of. I think it was from the PlayStation Store, and let me tell you, they shut down my card quick. And dude, the investigation my bank did was ridiculous because they were like, I went to go buy a T-shirt from Target. I'll never forget this. And they like their machine told me contact my financial institution immediately. I called them and they were like, "We can't tell you what's going on. Get into a branch now." I drove over to the branch, and next thing you know, they sweep me right into a room. They printed off documents after documents of all my bank statements, and I had to go line by line, being like, "Yes, this was me. No, this wasn't me." And come find out, like all of the all of my money had been filed like through the Middle East. It was insane. I've never seen anything like that. And mind you, this I was an adult. This happened like 6, 7 years ago, and like it was from the PlayStation Store where it got swiped. So just be mindful of that. Like there is a lot of stuff. So like in virtual world, obviously they're not going to be able to get you like your stuff. That's why like especially when it comes to crypto, be careful with that stuff. We want to make sure that it's not a haven for fraud, scams, and abuse, which, in my opinion, microtransactions definitely fall under scams and abuses sometimes, because I think that the game industry has gotten too big for its britches, and they they often overcharge for just skins in games. It Loot boxes, like, don't get me wrong, loot boxes are a form of gambling, and I remember Rocket League, which is owned by Epic Games, mind you, which is the same company that owns Fortnite now. Back before Epic actually bought them up, and it was solely ran by Psyonix. They used to do loot boxes where you would have to purchase keys to open them. I know CS does that still to this day, but that is definitely a form of gambling because you don't know exactly what you're going to get. You're just spinning the wheel and hope for the best. The CFPB reports highlights how using virtual currencies to buy converted in-game items such as vehicles, weapons, characters, and put players' money at risk, which I 100% agree. Be careful what you put your credit card on. That's all I'm going to say because, like I said, I thought I was doing the trusted thing going through the PlayStation Store, and it was not. What's pretty obvious is that that video game companies' financial incentives are for players to spend as much money as possible. I wish in here they kind of had a breakdown because, like, I know one of the number one like things that EA does is those ultimate teams, whether it's for FIFA, Madden, what have you, and people buying packs, and it's just like ripping like trading cards, and like they make so much money. According to the CFPB, gaming accounts often lack the security and protections of traditional bank accounts and can leave them vulnerable to hacking, account theft, scams, and unauthorized transactions, which you definitely got to be extremely careful for, especially with hacks, because a lot of these companies, your account gets hacked and they drain everything, you're SOL. Yeah. When having fraudulent charges on your credit card, we can fight it. Many times you can see these gaming platforms. There's really just finger pointing or not really taking accountability, which 100% agreed. I'm not sure how old little Joey was that spent $4,000, but like I said, you genuinely got to watch your kids when it comes to this. I think we shouldn't think of this as traditional video games. It's an immersive world with its own economy. That's 100% true. But what we want to make sure of is that it's not just a way to sidestep existing rules. You're always going to have those shady business practices that companies are going to deploy to get more money. The Entertainment Software Association told GMA in a statement, "We are committed to providing players and parents with transparent information and tools to make appropriate choices for themselves and their families, including the ability to manage in game purchases, limiting or blocking communications with other players, and managing when and for how long their children can play." Okay, but this is the thing is like Entertainment Software Association might do this, but is Epic Games going to go to play? Is EA going to play? Are all these big companies going to go to bat and actually do something like what they're talking right there? Parents can control on parental controls on video games to block or restrict the money kids can spend while playing video games. I don't know why they didn't do it right here. Parents can also consider linking a child's account to a prepaid gift card instead of a credit card or debit card, which to me is probably going to be your best bet. Going full screen. So take this as a cautionary tale, man. Me personally, I think that if you're going to do stuff like this, you genuinely got to watch your kids. Don't leave your credit cards on the consoles, or if you do, like it says in the last paragraph there, put those parental controls on so that you know you're not like poor what's these people's names, Michael and Jennifer, where they had to go and fight for $4,000 to get it back after little Joey spent all that money. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful day. I'll catch you later. Don't forget, mash that like button, subscribe, comment down below. How do you feel about this? Do you think companies might be overstepping their bounds or not? Anyways, you guys, I'll catch you later.